Good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone to the third day of Shri Power Women's Summit in association with the US State Department, Alumni Ties, IVLP, and US Consulate, Chennai. Today, we are here to discuss the technology solutions for women's security and hygiene. Irrespective of gender, we all are committed to respecting and promoting women's rights, which includes the right to safety of women and girls, one of the most common forms of gender discrimination experienced daily by girls and women around the world is their inadequate access to private toilets. Mainstreaming the provision of female-friendly toilets would have significant implications for meeting the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals around the health, education, sanitation, economic empowerment, and gender. Today, we have eminent personalities to point these subjects, and we are extremely proud to have India's Padman, Padma Shri Arunachalam Muruganantham. Dr. PTM Sunish, CEO Gender Park, an initiative of the government of Kerala to work towards gender equality and empowerment. Mr. Senthil Kumar, who deeply focuses on technology to solve the problems of rural women. Ganga, co-founder of I Love 9 Months, that provides virtual and offline support to carrying mothers, and Helen Ezgo, an active social worker, student, and volunteer from Afghanistan. Swat Foods, KSUM, Gender Park, Carpstar Labs, and Geeks Up and Green Media. Thanks for supporting the Shri Power Summit. Let's begin today's session by watching the audio-video profiles of eminent speakers.
A man who fought for women's hygiene, that is Arunachalam Muruganantham, a native of Coimbatore, popularly known as the Padman of India. In a country where menstruation is a taboo subject even among women, he came forward with the world's first low-cost sanitary pad making machine. One of Time magazine's 100 influential people of the world in 2014 and recipient of India's Padma Shri Award, he has helped over 1 million women adopt hygienic methods. He works with women groups and self-help groups and envisions to empower 10 million women. Dr. P.T. Mohammed Sunish is the Chief Executive Officer of Kerala's unique initiative, the Gender Park. He was the Managing Director of the Kerala State Women's Development Corporation Limited for 6 years. The brain behind many path-breaking projects like REACH, She Toilet, 181 Women Helpline and She Taxi, he spearheaded the implementation of Sandesh 1. Under his vision, Gender Park hosted the International Conference on Gender Equality, ICGE 2015, in association with UN Women and established India's first International Women's Trade Center. He has been an International Visitor Leadership Program IVLP Fellow since 2014 as part of the US Department of State's Premier Professional Exchange Program. A native of Madurai, Senthil Kumar's expertise lies in fields like wireless network, defense, maternal healthcare, and safety solutions with 10 patents to credit. An engineer turned entrepreneur, he established Geomeo and Geomeo, 2 tech startups, and is the brain behind the Me Too Mentor, a non-profit organization mentoring young women to excel in technology. Winner of several hackathons, he has represented India in Battlemesh research program in Europe. Now, he explores the open source ecosystem. Co-founder of I Love 9 Months, Ganga is an acclaimed wellness coach and a certified doula who specializes in prenatal and postnatal holistic wellness. The effectuator and subject expert of the team, she leads the design, development, implementation and promotion of prenatal and postnatal holistic wellness, as well as heads the operations for I Love 9 Months. I Love 9 Months with branches in Trivandrum, Cochin and Bangalore and have won many state and national awards, the important one being the Indo-Israel Healthcare Challenge Award. A business administration student, Helen Ezgo, is an advisor of BAACC Alumni American Council chapter. She also works for Serar Educational Academy. Attending thematic international exchange program that launched in Almaty, Kazakhstan in 2019 to empower women in media and business industry taught her about entrepreneurship, key business areas in media and business analysis. The valuable volunteering experience she gained alongside education has helped her understand communities. A motivator, Helen is excited to work with youth and encourages students to achieve their goals.
Yes, let's come back to the panel discussion. Let's start from India's Padman, Padma Shri, Arunachalam, Muruganantham. Vanakkam, sir. Namaste. So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but can you hear me?
Yes, okay, sir. So you are the person who stood firmly to talk about the menstruation, breaking all taboos. When you look back, how you rewind your story, your hard experience until you were accepted as Padman of India.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Please, yeah, we can hear you, sir. Please do share your story, sir.
Yeah, I'll share my presentation. Okay.
Yes.
So today, I used to say beyond marketing. So using a technology solution for women's security. So what I did, I used an engineering platform to empower them. So here, security means I used to say economical security. To make gender equality to the women, first we have to give that the sustainable income and livelihood to the rural women. So that's what I did. So what I did, I convert a social problem into a successful livelihood. So this is the very simple thing I did. That's what I got the all accolades, what you said on introduction, various awards. So why the society awarded me, I become a speaker even today. I convert a social problem to successful livelihood. It is very simple. What is a social problem? 90% of women in India are not using sanitary pad. So I started using the slide in 2006 while I am telling the data or truth in Delhi on 2006. Nobody ever believed me. They thought being a, everyone know my background. I'm a school dropout. I'm not come out from any Harvard, Oxford, this fort, that fort. I'm a school dropout in a village school. But I did something for years in deep pocket of India for years in hundreds of villages. That's what I got the data. Even the government don't get the data on those days. I understood not even 10% women are using sanitary. But I am telling the truth because I got some accolades from governments and state governments and IITs as a best innovation award, and from Pratibha Patil, President Madam, as a best engineering innovation award. After this, I became a public speaker. On the stage, I am speaking in front of ministers and top brass officials. But they never agree with me, but in the coffee time, some ministers, top brass officials, they seriously ask me, Muruga, it is real. Are you sure? But again, they never, believe on me, because from 1947 to 2006, the cumulative achievement of multinational companies' presence in India, like Johnson, Gamble's, Procter and Gamble's, and various department ministers, hundreds of siren-footed vehicles, everybody cumulatively they made not even 10% penetration of the women personal hygiene. Then that particular government, they called AC Nielsen, a foreign consultancy. I don't know how many million the government they spent. They took 18 months, then they come out a figure. You know what is it? In 2009, 88% of Indian women are not using sanitary pad. Then that's what I love. So whenever I'm seeing a word or in media, India is going to send women to moon, Mars, I laugh like anything. Oh my God, you first give the sanitary pad to each and every woman of India, then you send the Indian women to moon and Mars. So while I'm telling why, the same slide I used in Cochin, I used in, various cities of Kerala and, in Chennai, Hyderabad, but nothing will happen. But the same slide while I'm using in London or Paris, the whole hall get bunged because women in the West, they are not even think how the women are able to manage without using a sanitary towel. Why nothing is happening in India, Very simple. In India, even the women, those who are attending this webinar, they think if the women are not using sanitary towel, maybe they are using a rag cloth. But in my experience, I saw many part of India, they are not even using a rag cloth. You know what they are using? Sawdust, dry tree leaves, old newspaper, ash. So you just think about the health consequences, what happened in the body, in that too in 21st century. So all I start out from my wife. On early marriage of days, I saw my wife is trying to use a rag cloth to manage her menstrual days. Then I understand she adopted a very unhealthy practice. Then I asked her why you are not using sanitary pads something. Then she replied like slapping on my cheek. I also know about that, but myself, your sisters, all women at our family start using that. Then we have to cut our family milk budget. Then I surprised what is the connection between using a sanitary towel by women in the family, then cutting the milk budget. Then I understood it's a matter of affordability. Then I tried to make an affordable pad for my wife. Everything I started from my wife, now it is gone global. So the topic which I'm talking is taboo for centuries. Your wife never talk to husband, daughter never talk to mother, friends they don't talk each other. Menstruation is the biggest taboo, not only in India, across the globe. Even you are asking women in Paris, if you talk about menstruation, they won't talk. Don't think because India, backward, menstruation taboo, not only for India, it is for the world. In my experience, I'm telling. Then I tried to create a affordable pad. Then I made sanitary pads with local cotton. So you need a women volunteer. So where you can check. So being an engineering, I'm running a workshop. I'm a welder. If I want to do in a small engineering research, I can do in my workshop. Now I entered into women personal hygiene. So I need a women volunteer. The only available choice is my wife. Then I hand over the napkin to her. Then after 2 weeks, I got the feedback. She told it is very bad. What the napkin I made, she is going back to the rag cloth using of that. Then the real research started. I am trying with various cotton from various mills. I'm making a napkin, hand over to my wife and waiting for a month. It's a time-taking process. Then I catch my younger sister. But this is the first time a husband talking about the menstruation to the wife. The brother is talking about menstruation of the sisters. That what become they become frustrated. Whenever I'm trying to talk about this, they become shy, they become angry, then they want me, if you're going on doing it at our home, then we will tell to my mother. Then they thought I dropped the research, but I never dropped because I am working with iron. I am doing everything, cutting the iron, bending the iron, but simple cotton matter make me fail. Then only the problem, I don't have volunteers. Then I try to catch medical college girls. It is 40 kilometers away from my city. Then even the medical college girls, they are having a shy or some difficulty to talk about the personal matter with the unknown man. That forced me to check sanitary pad with my body. I started wearing a sanitary pad. I became a first man wore a sanitary pad. Even Google it today. I called as a menstrual man earlier before the Padman movie. Then I wore a sanitary pad in my underwear. Where can I go for uterus? I made an artificial uterus in a rubber bladder. I filled unable blood in it. I tied on my hip. There is a tube connection to the napkin which I am wearing and to the bladder. While I am walking and cycling, I made a small press. A dosage of blood will go to the sanitary pad. I test this method, but it became unnatural. But I did this 3-4 weeks, I think. Out of this, I got one secret. I decoded a secret. The strongest creature created by God in the world, not a lion, not an elephant, not a tiger, the woman. Any man having doubt on this statement, gentlemen, please use wet sanitary pad in your underwear. Send your feedback to Muruganantham_in@yahoo.com. Even today, I am getting a mail. I am Dennis from Denmark. Muru, I got a severe cold on third day. I got a heavier fever. Because women anatomy is stronger than men. Luckily, they forget we are dominating. You just leave it. Then, even after using sanitary pad myself, it is very difficult. Why it has become, this is the domain, the sanitary pad making or women personal hygiene products are monopolized by macro industries, that to American and Europe companies with $1 billion from Second World War. Now a school dropout is attempting to decode it. What is the material? What is it? How to make it? I am giving the shape, giving the color. Looks like same, but it's not functioning. But the same napkin I am buying from the shop, it is working well. So that's what I am trying to decode. I'm running behind for years. Then one point of time, because I use medical college girls, that makes me a small, misunderstanding with my wife. She is separated. Then my mother is with me. Now I'm trying for months, year are going. I'm unable to succeed to make a quality pad. Then one fine day, I decide, why not ask a used sanitary pad from a girl instead of giving a napkin and asking feedback, begging them why happened, how happened. If you give me the used napkin, the napkin will speak to me. But how can you ask even today in a question, give your used napkin? If you go and ask any woman, they will slap on your face or they will call the police. Because suppose my wife is with me, I can very well use my wife's sanitary pad, used pad. She is separated, so where I can go? Then I depend with the same medical college girls. Even today, I realize the day while I'm asking this used napkin from the girls ran away from me. They thought, oh my God, I became a man. Then they convinced, because if 10, 15 girls putting the used napkin on a particular bin, how Muruga will know which napkin is used by which girl? Then I collected the used napkin bin like a treasure to my home. I'm checking on a backyard of my home on a fine Saturday with my closing my nose with a handkerchief. Nowadays, everybody is closing their nose because of COVID. On those days, I close my nose because you just imagine 10, 15 girls use napkin, what the foul smell it will create. To avoid that, I close my nose with the handkerchief. On next day, Sunday, I'm very seriously researching what happened to my napkin and company napkin. Never realized my mother is coming back. She thought son is cleaning chicken for Sunday. The moment Kumar saw the substance, she cried like anything. She told the same, somebody did on my son a black magic. He became totally mad. What she did, she took all her belongings. She left instantly. She started staying with my sister's home. Now already wife left, now mother left. Because of it, the whole village already having a doubt, because they saw a blood stain on my dhoti while I'm checking the napkin, wearing myself. Then I become, so that's what I thought, the vampire, I become a vampire, a bad spirit into my body. I'm drinking girls' blood. That's what they want to take the bads from my body by hanging myself in a holy tree upside down, or they want to chase her from the village. If they started doing it, they will kill me. That's why I ran away from my village in the midnight. Then even after 1.5 years, I found the secret of raw material, but you need the multi-million-dollar machine to process the material, even decoding the material secret. But I never tried, discouraged. I tried for another 4.5 years on the simple method, trial and error method. I worked on it. So this is the only method given by God to create new one. Only that big companies and government department, they confused with, R&D like that. So whenever you are seeing R&D, don't worry about that. Just put little water on it, or the R&D, it become dilute, it become trial and error method. So then from the day one, after 9.5 years, I succeeded with the small machines. From day one, it took 9.5 years. This is purposely made into simple. I made simple machine. I applied the same raw material used by Johnson and big companies. I made sanitary pad. Then I gave the napkin to the third batch of the medical college girls. I became the first home delivery company before Amazon. So I'm door delivering the napkin to the college girls 22 years ago. Then on a particular day, the Indian girl started driving gearless scooter. I saw a girl in the scooter showroom. Then I said, the scooter is fine, and what about my napkin? Usually they call me as brother. Bhaiya, I'm using your pad now, I forget. See the feedback I got from a girl. She is forgetting, she is on period. Such a comfort my napkin is giving is a Eureka moment. I succeeded. But even after that, I got engineering innovation. So somewhere I get to certified. I need some IPR rights. Then I sent the machine to IIT of Madras, where I met some engineers, first time English speaking men with French cut, Bermudas and Nike shoes. But they agreed this innovation, but they're having a doubt in what way I'm going to apply this small equipment against the multinational companies. But that is not my idea. So that's what many times you're unable to debate with your seniors, your executives, your wife, father-in-law, mother-in-law. Don't debate with them with your idea. Show the practical success of your idea, then the world will shut his mouth. That's why I took my first mission from Coimbatore to Madhubani in Bihar. So where I set up for rural women, and it's done a miracle. You see the women in the photo are eating good food only on festival days. These people are called as Maois, Naklis and all. Only their men in the family, father, mother, fathers and uncles and husbands are extremists, but these men are pathetic. Then I set the machine in Hilltop in Uttarakhand. So this is the back view of the unit. So what I want to say, to reach the place, Johnson & Johnson will take another 25 years. Muruga is already there. So what is my claim? There is a presence of multinational companies. There is Department of Women Empowerment, everything. Why inspired from 1947 to 2006, the penetration not even 10% happened, especially in a women hygiene domain. That's what I no need to follow the extra educated person idea. I did on my own idea. I set up what Muruga did. So far, the women hygiene industry is macro and centralized model. The school dropout did this with this little knowledge into micro and decentralized method of sanitary napkin making and giving awareness, very importantly. Many people are thinking if you throw away the napkin without cost, you will give it free, nobody will use. So here the lacking is not the affordability, the awareness is missing. That we did, through one-to-one method. Even we set up machines in schools and colleges. So this is the first model across the world, by the woman, for the woman, of the woman model. Then I met some celebrities, like, then I got awards. So why, anybody having idea, then you come out a product, then you will brand, then you will start retailing. I don't know for how many centuries. Suddenly Jack Ma and Jeff Bezos, they are crying lot on e-tailing. But how Muruga is competing the big giants with multi-billion-dollar on retailing, e-tailing. So Muruga's model is detailing. So even today, I'm not trying to preach on the webinar. I'm trying to detail how I did, what I am doing, how I am going to do it. So out of detailing, we create awareness on women personal menstrual hygiene, the importance. Then the women shifted from unhygiene method to hygiene method. So this way, we created more than 1,000 brands, local brands across India. That brands are successfully serving against multinational brand. So that's why I'm sharing my ideas with the Paul Polman, the CEO of Unilever in London. The black coat is Sanjeev Mehta, handling 7 countries of Hindustan Unilever from Mumbai. Finally, Muruga is in middle. So then I called by Bill Gates. The simple invitation, Muruga, we spend billions of dollars, but you did in a frugal way. So what we are unable to do, that awareness, the impact, that is what very important, the impact with this simple engineering innovation. I used it for women empowerment. The impact is so big. So then it's become viral across globe. Then it's ended with the Padma Shri Award. I met the third president, Pranab Mukherjee. He is no more now. So everything, what you need to achieve everything, make change or making everything. Don't look for opportunity, look for problem. I found a problem. Indian women in the world, women are not able to access to personal hygiene, affordable personal hygiene. I give a solution, simple solution with my knowledge. I become a solution provider. So this way we created and we set up thousands of machines across India. And finally the world called me as a corporate bomber. I never put any bomb on any corporate. The performance center is formed by Fortune 100 company CEOs. Recently they selected me for Inspire Leadership Award at London, where I met all Fortune 100 company CEOs. Whomever I hugging, the turnover is minimum 140 billion. Again, I posted with Paul Polman, 140 billion hugging 0 billion. Here, billions is not a matter. So creating change or making change or creating impact, empowering women, you need ideas more than money. So only 3 are Indians in the function, Petroda and Ajay Banga of MasterCard and me. And the measurable social impact created, so far 110,000 women got livelihood. And it has become a film later in Bollywood, acted by Akshay Kumar. More than 75 million women are shifted. The dream, the vision is creating 1 million rural employment and converting India into 100% napkin using country from current level of 10%. And the design is matching for 106 developing nation. That's why I put, even I'm having IPR rights as a open source. Any company can access the technology on free of cost across globe. So this is called beyond marketing and creating a change and creating an impact on a platform. No matter what the platform is, electronic or engineering or biotechnology, anything can be used to empower the women. This is called beyond marketing and truly made in India. Thank you very much.
Okay, that was an inspiring speech, sir. And your success mantra, it's detailing, not retailing. And billions doesn't matter how to make a change in the society. That is the thing. Sir, a simple question. So during the early days, as you mentioned, it was not easy to convince the local people due to many socio-religious factors. So how do you convince them in those early days? And finally, how you manage to create a user-friendly technology for pad making? You are not a tech person, you told it right now, but you build your own technology for pad making.
So first of all, this is my domain. I told I'm a welder. I'm running a small workshop. So that is my domain. So that's what I'm not discouraged. Even I failed for 900 times. I will try for 901st time, because I'm trying in engineering. It is not based on luck, on probability theory like that to discourage. Then secondly, my advice: anybody trying on a new platform or new idea, don't try to convince theoretically to the opposite person. It's very difficult, because the idea is a worm in the mother. I am conceived, the worm in my uterus. I am feeling the child is kicking me. I'm enjoying. You cannot explain to the opposite person what is happening with the worm. Idea is nothing but the worm in your stomach. So don't try it. So once you give birth to a child, no matter it's a girl or boy, then the world will say, oh my God, how beautiful the baby is. So the practical success. So give that at least a prototype, a physical, a practical. You have to show in practical. Then there is no word. They will set. They can. I will give chance only ask doubts. I don't give chance to criticize. See this, no? If you present a practical prototype and there is something, then the opposite asks only doubts. They cannot criticize. So this is my mantra I am telling.
Okay, so from your hometown, how you manage to move to other states of India? When you go more remote, what was the reaction of local people, and how you diversified your product in that?
So from the day one, especially I tried a product. Even today, I'm co-creating everything. I'm not something greedy like a big multinational company doing in my R&D department and never bother about the customer or the common public. Simply making a cream, apply it. You do like this, your hair will. So I'm not doing it. First I'm seeing a problem. Then I'm trying to address not like a blanket, like a solution. Even today I'm laughing like anything. The world is trying to come out a vaccine for COVID. So it became a personalized. COVID become personalized. Nobody know how it is affecting, where it is affecting, how with the COVID, like that. Again the problem is a blanket solution will never work. It won't work, because nobody ever counted the cell count in the human body. No country ever did. No one knows astronomy in full. So there are a lot of things we are immature. So in that we are trying to perfect a product in the lab as something a product will match for whole population in the world. I laugh. So co-create possible to each and everyone. That is called Siddha and Ayurveda. Earlier we co-created. It is personalized. That's why it is work 100% well. The real Siddha and real Ayurveda. Now we don't have time. We don't have a passion. We no need something. We hurry only accumulate money. So that's what it is very difficult. But what is Muruga is doing, like Siddha, like Ayurveda, I am trying to co-create. What is Muruga is doing with this simple machine? We are the world first personalized sanitary pad making machine we are having. Luckily, a woman is, who comes doing this, the program. Yes, women, menstruation is not like opening a pipe. It is for uniform in all women. It will differ women to women, day to day, area to area, district to district. Then how the big companies are packing 5 or 6 napkins in same size? It's a waste of material. Now women is making, other women is going, she's telling secretly, I am having heavy flow on second day. So this way, Meena will get 2 thicker napkin, 3 medium napkin, 4 thin napkin. Why I am telling the secret with Paul Polman or any big company, they cannot copy me. So what I told this model is Meena or Rani. So this way, India should pack 500 million different packets. No company can do, but Muruga can do with 100,000 different setup across India. So this what it is co-creation and personally created. It is personally addressed. That is why how the gods are exist, how the saints are making even today money. Even counseling, it should be personal. Like that, everything you should be addressed personally. If you try to counsel in a meeting, like preaching, we cannot counsel. So it is like creation is nothing but counseling. It should done one to one, even a product. That is my mantra.
That's great, sir. So you're completely involved in empowering women, also creating jobs for rural women. Now in some of the villages, the women manufactures the pad also. So could you just explain about the activities you do in the rural sector?
So very importantly, why it became viral across globe? Because I shot down my speech. So people are thinking the story is 20 years old, 2 decades old, but even today is spread across world like a fire. There are so many case studies, done by Harvard, Oxford, and INSEE like Blue Ocean Strategy authors. Why? Because Muruga is not made an app or something, a digital platform. He created a machine with iron. It is an engineering core engineering domain. That machine is making sanitary pad. It is comes under FMCG. The machine can make FMCG product. Women is going to menstruate for 1,000 years. It is a rock solid business. It is one side. That's why all the venture capitalists, all the companies, they're looking for access. They're looking for sustainability. In other words, Bill Gates, like big philanthropists, are saying how this guy did impact. So what I did, I have an engineering platform, a magic machine, and a FMCG product. Then very easily I can, scale up with dealer distributor, get the venture capitalist, and I can become a unicorn, multicorn like a fool. I never did this. So what I tried, see why the penetration is not happening. Even I tried the same macro type of doing things, graduate from Harvard or Stanford. It has happened the same because they miserably failed. Why should I follow their method? That's what I followed my method. I stick with my own, like down south method. I set up one machine in Madhubani in Bihar. The tough, why I select Bihar? You mentioned you worked pan India Muruga, how it is very tough. Yes, because something you are doing a field trial, it should done in the extreme area, not on a lab, putting on a bike on a rolling wheels and telling the mileage is 100 kilometers per liter. Drop on the Sagara desert, you drive it. You like that. I set up a machine in Bihar, Nepal border. In the remote area, that they called extremist families. Then it's a miracle happened. It succeed. No one outside. Then I came back. I made another mission. I set up in Chhattisgarh in Damte ward. The moment I pronounce the name, people they know Damte ward. Then Anandapur. So here all even a student come out from IIM A, B, C, D, E, F, G, D. They cannot. Even IIMs failed to make their pass out graduates to an entrepreneur or a job provider. But I am converting with a simple engineering platform a rural woman into an entrepreneur or livelihood or a FMCG brand. You saw how tough the work. So how it is making? There is an untapped market. You think as a market or a problem. So the problem is Indian women, 90% women are not using sanitary pad. It's a problem. In other view, for a company view, it is untapped market. So only the words are different. I am telling women are not using, it is very difficult, it is pathetic. But in company's view, they look, oh my God, this untapped market. Or you can call this a fancy word, rural marketing. But this looks nice. How you can distribute? Rural marketing is a fancy word. Any big company you can penetrate, the revenue will go up, profit will go down. It's very difficult. But what I did, I decentralized, I give the machine material. The women used to make sanitary pad locally with their own name, local name. See, something I'm doing in Kerala, they will put name in Malayalam. I'm not insisting, something in English. So it become personal. Then the women go to the other women. they will tell about, without men in the family, only women, they will go and ask, do you have itching there? Do you have a problem? Then they will talk about cervical cancer. These are all local language. The women will talk, they will give free napkins to the women. Then they convert that nearby women from unhygiene to hygiene method. So this way, unknowingly, for livelihood, the women are doing the government job. What the federal government of India or Kerala government should do, the rural woman from the remote part of India is doing for his livelihood, it becomes national health. So this way they created their own market. So then 3,000 women have started buying the sanitary pad. One unit will become sustained, 20 women will get livelihood. Because being a sanitary pad, every month the women used to buy. That was become a sustainable business model. Then the napkin also, it is come under FMCG, it is not perishable. Even the napkins are not sold for 2 months, nothing will happen. Then what happened? We created first time the women make sanitary pad. The women will distribute at their home. Women will stock the napkin at home. That is why the other women will access anytime, 24/7. Even the big company cannot think of this. And I told in Oxford, while I'm giving a lecture in Oxford in Boston, if nearby women going to that women stocking sanitary pad, the access is 24. We remove the constraint of money exchange. Then the distributor, the women, those who are selling that pad, she need onion or tomato. The other women are having excess onion or tomato. They can exchange even eggs to the sanitary barter system. I told in Paul Polman in Unilever company in London, but I told, even I'm telling you cannot follow, sir. Because you can't sell your napkin for barter system, but Muruga can do with decentness across India. What I'm telling the Oxford student asking, sir, sorry for interruption, only one doubt. If that woman stocking sanitary pad selling her whole stock for barter system, how she will replenish the stock? See, I'm really shocked. What is a foolish question? If women is selling the entire stock of pads for barter system, how she will buy again the stock? Then I said, money saved is money earned. Very simple policy. So this way we created impact silently. Then laterally it become viral. Even today, it is not claimed by Muruga. I told, and AC Nielsen told, 88% women are not using. Now, out of this method, the impact from 12%, it is now 34% of selling, 34. So what from 1947 to 2020, 2006 they did 12. It has become threefold in 15 years. And that's what I told. My vision is making it 100%. In another 10 years, we will make 100% women in India be aware of menstrual hygiene. That is sure. So that's this part. So it should measurable, it should scalable. So don't claim, you should not cry. Please believe, please. You leave it. So this is what I did. You take, you check, you create everything. So this is what I said. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Call is now it's okay. Yeah. So it's fine. The question will be elaborate. So this what. So it has become. It become. It is every state is different. So then we never hurry because it is trying to become a social change. It is not branding, giving 50-second ad or a brochure, ITC material and the magic, then going on advertise it in brain. I'm not talking about putting your brand in the brain. I'm creating a culture, shifting culture from non-hygiene to hygiene. That's what we are helping our nation even to come up their own GDP. I told this the ex-finance minister of our country, he no more now. I told, sir, please provide sanitary pad to each and every school girl in India. We can see our Indian GDP in double figure. It will never go down. She loved, what's the connection? I told, sir, because of non-access to sanitary pad, 6 out of 10 girls are dropping from school. For the moment they got puberty, then got menstruation, they are not going to school because not access to pad, there is no water, toilet, then even examination they are not writing. Then you are keeping 50% population in kitchen, in farmhouse, then how India will going to be a superpower? Both women and men, this is called gender equality. So what I told, at least you provide sanitary pad, the girl will finish the school level, then they undergo some skill training, they will join in Indian workforce. So this way country become a superpower, and we can think, or we can expect a double digit, GDP. Not only depend with Adanis and Ambanis. We have to empower each and every woman. That's what I told in one webinar in seminars. The simple secret of developed and developing nation or underdeveloped country, after visiting so many countries, because I started going to abroad from 2012. The first country I landed is London, then Washington, New York, all over the world I went. I saw the difference in my views. The difference between developed and developing nation is not the 12 rand paved road or 110 floor skyscrapers, atom bombs, nothing. Which are the country the women are empowered, the country very well called as developed nation. Which are the country the women are not developed, the country you can call it as underdeveloped, anything. So don't try to create 10 land road skyscrapers. Please empower your country, women first. Then very well we can claim our country is a developed nation.
That's great, sir. Empowering women first. That's a great mantra, and we are really shifting the culture of knowledge to hygiene. So now let's open this session for Q&A, because you told that you need to leave by 11:45. So to the participants, if you want to ask any questions to the Padman and Arunachalam, Muruganantham, he's here right now. So if there is any question, please right now you can ask.
Silent, no questions.
Yes. So we have got a few questions in the chat box. Can I read that?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Hi, Arunachalam sir. It's from Rahul. It was an inspiring talk about menstrual hygiene, but I have a small opinion, or rather a query to add. During our school period, we have lessons on menstrual hygiene restricted to a single paragraph in a chapter. Even our teachers skipped that chapter, saying that you will understand it once you read it from home. It's an easy topic. Despite many initiatives to promote awareness on menstrual hygiene on grassroots level, only very few schools are following that. What can be done to ensure that children are aware of this topic?
Definitely it's a must, and we have to train our faculties, especially because the two reasons they say go and talk, read at home. Either they don't know, even they don't know about much, or they become shy. Definitely in my purview, 90% of faculty, they don't know what is that, to tell to them. So that's what we need to train the faculty first. Then now various states, they come out, even Tamil Nadu, they quoted me in +2 biogeology lesson. They put as a case study of my case study. And there are 4 pages about women reproduction, where they talk about all in detail. So like that, not only talking about menstruation, we can connect with how beautifully they connected. They discussed women reproduction. It's come everything about uterus, menstruation, like this. So it connect. So the moment we teach like this, then the question is come to me a lot of time, sir, is it necessary even the boys and men also know about that, about menstruation? I said, yes. If you teach in classroom, even to the boys, even to the men, then, the quantum of respect to the girl or the woman, it will rise. So those are the state, they are giving, educating on women menstruation and, about giving birth and everything. Definitely a view, seeing a girl by a boy or a man, it will change. Earlier you see as a girl or a woman in a different matter. After reading everything, after undergoing, studying everything, definitely a man or boy looking a girl in respective way. To get respect, please educate even men and women, and don't afraid educating and going to the nearby woman and talking about menstruation. No, the respect will go up. Oh my God, such a difficulty giving a birth to a baby. They're undergoing every month the problem. So definitely 90% of the good men and boys. Even if you go into that coach of a rail or any bus, definitely if there is no seat, the boy or man will immediately stand. That's the power of giving education even to the opposite sex. The respect will grow.
Okay, sir. So,
So this one.
I have a question.
yes,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. So this is Senthil Kumar, and always inspiring talk. So my question is like, see, you have done the first prototype, and which got a recognition in the award, all those things. So people know that you have done something. From that, so you proven that this method is working, and now the second aspect is scalability. You have to deploy into the different part of the country. So that is a place you need additional financing to scale up. Because the first prototype is like your pet, you have done with your own money investment, and you proven this method is working. Now you need to scale it, where you need a third person to come and invest or support you, and that person can change your motivation. That person can say, I'm ready to put money to scale up, but my motivation is, this is a business model you should follow. So how you handle that things are, how you, when you want to scale up and someone is having a finance, how you handle that business model aspect of it?
Moderator, can you take time? There's a very detailed answer I have to give for this question.
Yeah, if you could make it short, that'd be great, sir.
The question what we asked, it is for complete startup, they will benefit it. To succeed on a new idea, so more than a knowledge or a complicated product, you need clarity on what you did or what you're having in mind. So clarity is very, very important than the knowledge or the prototype, everything. So yes, he said, Senthil said, so I got accolade, I got award from IIT and all. They awarded me for innovation, that's all. But because of time constraint, I cut it a lot of subject. In IIT of Madras, very first time I'm seeing men with Bermudas, Nike shoes and mustache and beard are joined. They're speaking English with whole body, hi, oi. But they're asking about machines. I dismantle everything. Why use this carbon steel, this angle? I'm able to answer everything no matter what the language they are talking. But they agree this is an innovation. It is beautiful because it makes napkin. The napkin is tested in lab. But only doubt they are criticizing, just going away from me, the 6 engineers. Why this man took his life into risk, his wife separated and everything. What is going to do with this? See, Senthil, what the directly asking. The problem is how this man is going to use this simple machine made of wood to compete the Procter & Gamble and Johnson & Johnson. So this time, how the investor will come and he will invest on my company. So if I talk, the first thing is, we are thinking about you need money to succeed something, you have to take out from that. Many times, money is become biggest threat for our success. Many times there is no money, we are happy, definitely will succeed. So that's what, don't allow venture capitalists anything, unless otherwise you are very clear of your product or you have to succeed. So first stage, second stage, you make success, you prove, then you call for scaling up. Because in the first or second stage, if I call on the first stage, the moment I got IIT award, definitely they will give incremental to my machine, because they will try with a simple micro and decentralized method to again rub shoulder with multiple $1 companies. Definitely will miserably fail. So why I never tried, I never put my hand. I told I already got the data, not even 10% women are using pad. It's a miserable fail of big company. Why should I follow their own method? It looks like succeed. If you go and ask anybody money, then they will put in their way also, because they will put a beautiful dress. Because webinar I'm using the dress. Those days I wear a dhoti, something. That's what I want to prove my idea. And you think I'm making machine with 284 parts per machine, but I don't have a factory with machine tools. Then what I did, what are the machine tool I need? If I put on the list, I need 7 to 8 crores in 20 years ago. Who will give 7 and 10 crores money for a school dropout? They will give only award. Even president will only give award. No bank will give crores. That's what I made one machine for working 4 days continuously without sleeping in a factory. Then buying few parts. This way I made a machine. Then set it up one place. Then one man army. I patiently waited to prove myself about the idea to the world. So this is the patience is very, very important. Don't worry. We are not going to vanish into thin air tomorrow. We are here for 120 years, 140 years. First, we have to believe ourselves. We are not going to die soon. Take it. It's very, very important. DNA, you have to you have to memorize, you are not going to die, you are not going to die, you are not going to get any ill. So this should be mantra to every gene of your body to memorize, I am not going to die, I am not going to die. Because the death is memorized in your body, that's why we are becoming death. So I memorize, I am not going to die for 140 years, sure. We all about DNA, I will talk in a different subject. Then I succeeded in one place, I made second machine, the 100 machine, 140 machine. So now what I've done, it is proven not only for 1 week or 2 weeks, years, I created a market, I tapped a market, unable to tap by Johnson, Procter & Gamble. Now there is a case study, there is an article in BBC, who is the cover, BBC, CNN and Times, or Guardian. So then people are coming, sir, I am coming to invest in your company. Who are you want to invest? I don't want investment. No, I don't need investment to scale up. I am going to form a global company without the money. So money is a secondary idea, and the impact is very, very important. So to create impact, don't try to create impact the whole universe in one day. So the create in Ernakulam or in Alapula, so measurable create, that will match everywhere. So that once you create, then you can dictate to the venture capitalist anything, how much you want, what you want, anything. But it depends on the business style and everything. Only thing, you keep the money as a byproduct. So here, many people are thinking I am a philanthropy, doing service. No, I am not a Mother Teresa. I am running a company called Shri Industries. I am selling the machine to the poor man. Not selling, I will go and install, I will make them success. Then I will bridge between the nationalized bank and bank. Then I will take, it's a different approach. But there is transaction of money, there is profit, need-based profit. So that's what it is, completely business on business platform. I made it, permanent, and it is tangible and sustainable. Now it is proven for almost 17 years. Now the companies are queuing up, but now I had a chance, I can choose my venture capitalist. So this is, so the Swayamvara, I don't know in Malayalam. Earlier, that the queens, the princes only do Swayamvara. They never see one man. There are a bunch of men, they will come, they will take the garland, they select like that. You can do Swayamvara for your investors, let them queue up, you can select your investor.
Okay. Yeah, Senthil, I hope you got that correct answer to your question. So if that will move on to one more question, because we are running late now. So one more question, please. Or shall I read it? 2 to 3 questions are there in the chat.
Please read it, yeah.
Yes, yes. So from Nina Reddy, impact is on rural areas where still they use mud, not even clothes, leading to ill health. Can MNCs, multinational companies, take the initiative to adopt a village for the scheme?
So there is a lot of theories, adoption, that yeah, not the problem of adoption. What they are going to adopt, they will put every street a board, then they will distribute some IDC material, they vanished. Who will ready to stay in the village for months? Muruga will ready to stay in the village, to eat their own food, to sleep in their huts without doors. So I told already, detailing one-to-one, word of mouth is very, very important. Not giving some ITC material or free pads. Even you drop free pads in helicopter, in the rural women, the women, they don't know which side they have to use. On the sticker side or this side, and many part of India, they don't even using the inner garments. How you are going to make a product for them? Why again you are giving intergovernment? There are hundreds of taboos. You have to break the taboo. The gents of the particular area, they will come and beat you. There are so many religions. So you have to go and stay there, aram se to do one by one. So this is what I told, success will first come, the money will follow. So that's what is a byproduct. So you have to store. The first is creates, the empowerment, the change from unhygiene to hygiene. These are all, it will take weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But once I made, it's permanent. Then they become my volunteers. They will adopt the nearby village. I don't believe in adoption by big companies, but I believe the rural women will adopt the nearby village is true. That is a real adoption.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. Thank you so much for taking your time and joining with the Shri Power Summit. I hope you all had a very insightful session.
Thank you.
So let's, thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Bye.
Okay, so let's move on to the next session. We have 4 more speakers over here.
Sure.
So Sunish sir, Gender BAACC CEO is here. Sir, I'll come to you. Before that, can I go to Ganga? She's the one of the women speakers over here. And I'll just go to Ganga and come back to you, Sunish sir. Ganga, as a woman, whatever points, Arunachalam Muruganantham mentioned, it's applicable to all of us. So as a woman entrepreneur, how are you going to be a change maker, supporting women in India?
Yeah, thank you, Nisha. First of all, what an inspiring speech, the story behind Mr. Arunachalam. It's such an inspiring story, and I think it's inspired everyone present over here. Let me tell you, I also work with women. The organization is called I Love 9 Months. And as the name suggests, Nisha, we work with pregnant moms and new mothers. And we help them to have a stress-free motherhood journey during the first 1,000 days, which is a period of critical intervention. That is from conception to when a child is of 2 years of age. Now, I was just listening to Mr. Arunachalam, and there's so many things like what we do, the kind of problems that we face in our area, and what he was talking about, I could relate to. One simple example, Nisha, if I have to give, is postpartum depression. So the Union Ministry had actually legalized birth companions in India in government hospitals. Okay, so but they were not trained. So anyone who has had a baby can become a birth companion. So we took out from there and we said, let's train, skill women, certify them as birth companions, and in the subjects of nutrition, postpartum care, baby care, identify red flags, emotional health. And we started training women, and we brought in birth companions. So they visit the mother at home and help them during this journey of motherhood. And what we found was, like Mr. Arunachalam was saying, to talk about postnatal depression, even for a new mom to say that I'm not feeling okay, to share with the family itself was a stress. We have come across women who would just cry and cry in front of her birth companion. We call them Sahodari. Let me say that first. Sahodari means a sister. So when she goes, she's a sister to you and she's there to help you. And the women would just sit and cry and they would not open up. It took 6 days, 7 days for women to actually come out and say what they were feeling, because a new mom, when she says, I have mood swings, I'm depressed, people say, oh, Adishariam in Malayalam, or sab kuch theek ho jayega. This is part of, childbirth. It is not. They need help. So the awareness, like what he was saying, people are not even aware of the problems that a woman faces to an extent. And when we have a Sahodri going there, sharing, after 7 days, they start talking with them. Then the Sahodri gets back to us and we connect them to experts. And I'm so happy to say we have helped so many women dealing with postnatal depression, and even some of them even leading to postpartum psychosis, where they want to harm themselves or harm the baby. And critical intervention at that point has actually saved the family. So, and also let me tell you, Nisha, my entire organization is women organization. We just have one man in our company. Rest everyone women. So we believe women can empower a woman much better. Because when you share, the way a woman can communicate to another woman, you relate very well. And today, let me tell you, we are looking at young mothers who are willing to help another mother. And post-COVID, if you would have seen, like post-March, I would say, when everything was going down, it was all sliding down, right? Jobs lost, businesses shut, businesses going down. There was one thing, if you see, that was racing past all of us, every hour, every minute, every second. And that was change. And what was in the forefront? It was technology, right? Today, everything right from what you eat, you feel, you see, you hear has technology in it. And this is what we maintained from the very beginning, that if we do something, technology has to be a part of it. So even the birth companions, when they visit the mother at home, they carry a tab with them. which has a standard protocol of, all the help that the mother needs to identify challenges for the mother, the baby, which can be shared with the doctor. So we made it so safe and secure and connected platform for pregnant moms and new moms. But you also need to understand, when you're working with women, empowering those birth companions is also your responsibility, right? So when they go there, even in the tab, you have a button SOS. So if you're under duress, or if you feel you're in a threatening situation, you can just press the button, which sends an immediate message to us at I Love 9 Months, and a call goes to the police with the location. So when you empower women, you also need to make sure that she's empowered to an extent where she's safe and secure. And I'm so glad to tell you, I Love 9 Months is not just empowering women, but we are empowering the entire family, because like Mr. Arunachalam was talking about, the moment a woman is empowered, a nation is empowered, right? So like what you asked, yes, skilling women and, these women going ahead and getting other women to come into the ecosystem, it's empowering. It's a ripple effect, Nisha. Let me tell you, it's a ripple effect, and I'm so happy that it's working. Yes.
Great, Ganga. Dr. Sunish, we heard the stories how technology, made the solutions for the women-related problems from Mr. Arunachalam and from Ganga. Coming to you, you are the CEO of Gender Park. Gender Park in Kozhikode, it's the latest initiative to promote gender equality in Kerala. So tell us more about the initiatives, what Gender Park do, what is its contribution towards women empowerment or entrepreneurship?
Thank you, Nisha, and namaskaram everybody. And it was really inspiring, the talk of our great Padman, and what Ganga said, that it is also very inspiring for us, Kerala. See, about Gender Park, it's basically a government initiative by the Department of Women and Child and Social Justice, which is a very new and first of its kind in the world, maybe. So we have a very 24-acre land there in Calicut. So we are trying to create a one-stop solution for all the gender equality in the state. So basically, it's a convergence center. It's formulate policy, research, women empowerment, and implementation, women entrepreneurship kind of thing. Basically, the Gender Park. And we have two kind of activity. One is the campus initiative and the off-campus initiative. The first off-campus initiative was the She Taxi project that was launched in 10 years back, when the Uber and Ola guys were not here operating in Kerala and the South. Okay, I'll come to the detailing later. But in the campus, we are basically creating policy for the to reduce the gender gap, basically, the next level of empowerment. So we are all talking about women empowerment. Okay, of course, while Kerala is considered in one level, we achieved already the gender equality, the women empowerment, and we are somewhat similar to the much developed Scandinavian countries and all. But the other side, we all know that we are struggling still with gender gap, things like that. So how to reduce the disparity, how to address the gap, that was the major focus of the government. So we don't have any model in India or across the world. So we are trying to discuss with the stakeholders, the policymakers and all, and very slowly we are pitching, formulating the projects and programs through the Gender Park. In 10 years back, when Gender Park announced by the ministry, it was like, a space for women kind of thing. We are, launched and we are publicized the program like it's a total space for women. Because at that time, the media and the public people are a little bit hesitated to talk about the third and next gender, things like that. So the first international conference on gender equality, this would have happened in Kovalam in 2015, we released a transgender policy first time in India. Okay, so after that, the transgender community and the other genders definitely get enough, idea, the policy programs and all. Based on that policy, the government's implementing many projects and programs for the transgender community. So we are very slightly, talking about gender equality and the third gender, and maybe next very soon the all other, personality. Okay, that's what the main agenda and focus of the gender park. Okay,
Wonderful,
then the
wonderful
okay.
initiative. Okay, so please continue. Please continue.
Okay, no. The gender park, we are planning another important and prestigious project called International Women's Trade Center. What's called IWTC. The last budget with the government announced the most prestigious of its project, and it's a huge infrastructure which we provide entrepreneurship, technology, support women, and access to markets, the facility to set up to run their own entrepreneurship and to scale it up. So there are 10 elements in IWTC. It's like, a women startup and incubation center, and it's a business facilitation center and offices. There is a retail, rent, and lease spaces for women, and there is a performing arts center for women, and there will be a sustainable development space for women, and of course there is an essential skill sets for women. And of course, it's a women's health and wellness support center will be there. And of course, residential suites are there for women and their kids. And of course, there is a sandwich generation solutions like, the daycare for seniors and kids for the women who are working or associated gender park. The IWBC. So now the fund fully came from the government of Kerala. But we got affiliation to the World Trade Center, and of course, and very recently, maybe the coming Monday, we are going to sign an MOU with UN Women to bring the gender park, to position the gender park as a South Indian hub for gender equality. So UN Women is very much excited and interested about to associate with us. So the formal signing ceremony will happen on Monday in the presence of our Honorable Chief Minister, and of course our Health Minister, Shailaja Teacher. So that's what the new initiative of the campus initiative. And of course we are having a WISE fellowship, that is Women in Sustainable Entrepreneurship Fellowship, that mostly in association with the National University of Singapore, where there we bring 10 women grassroots entrepreneurs and 10 mentors for them, and to mold the grassroots entrepreneur to fit to make them, to empower them to compete with international kind of things like that. So these are all the projects right now we are focusing. And of course, we have to do a lot of things. Okay,
it's a great initiative that is going to boost all the women in Kerala. And thank you so much for such a great initiative. I'll come back to you. Just before that, I'll go to Senthil. Senthil, welcome to Shri Power Summit. Though your hometown is, Mathurei, in Kerala startup ecosystem, you are familiar as a tech guy who finds solutions for women-related problems. So could you just tell us about those tech initiatives?
Yeah. So first of all, thanks for this opportunity. And my initiative started basically I'm very tied up with my hometown. I'm an engineer. I worked in companies like Samsung and Qualcomm before. So my thought always is I want to start something back to my hometown, Madurai. But when I was in Madurai, I'm talking to other friends and families, everyone, why there is no tech companies in Madurai. Most of the people are in South. They are in Bangalore or Chennai. They are all from South only. So the reason is if you watch any movies, how Madurai is portrayed is the hero is always from Chennai and the villain is from Madurai. Okay, and the guys who are in Madurai, they always carry a big sword backside. See, this is how the entire city is portrayed. and most of these tech companies are afraid of coming and set up anything in Madurai. Okay, and when I go to like Europe and US, I find top-notch people, including Sundar Pichai. They are all born and brought from Madurai, this city, and people are in Europe Space Agency. Like all our people are from south part of the Tamil Nadu, but no one is here. So one thing I understand that there is something called brain drain happened. So talented people are moved out of the city. Okay, now I have to solve two problems. One is I need to ensure that my city is very safe. Okay, and people can come here, people can set up something here. So this is the first problem I need to solve. Second problem I need to solve is like the talent pool. This city has a lot of talent pool. So big companies can come and set up your IT unit or research unit here. So two problem I need to solve here. So what I did is like the girls who studied along with me in colleges, they are the toppers. I know that when I was in 10th standard, a girl is a topper, and 12th also girl is a topper. In college also girls are, my friends are a topper. But after the career path, I didn't find those girls get a job or working in some research companies, nothing. So I find all these girls are ideal in Madurai. So I went them and asked them, see, I know your talent, like how you intelligent you are, but why you are stuck here? That's the question I asked. She told, yeah, it's a family. Like, no, I got married and this is my remaining life. I'm happy with that. I had told, like, you might have some free time. You can do some technical related work. So she told me that, yes, I want to do such a work because after delivering a baby, I have some free time now. But no company here, no tech company here. If I go for a job, it's mostly on a data entry thing. So one thing I identified, initially I thought the city has a brain drain, but now I identify 50% of talented girls ideally sitting in this city. So my thought is, if I go and build that developer ecosystem using this girl, might be, even though I can also come back and start a company, or big companies can come here. This is a thought. Because the government always focusing on Chennai is a main hub of any initiative. Because they also same thought, Madurai, it's not safe or no one there in that city. But people who are working in Chennai are from Madurai people only. Okay, so this is the thought, like, then I asked my sister's help. Can you help me? Because I need to mentor a couple of girls, almost 200 girls we can take and we mentor them. So initially my sister went and tried to gather this. There's a big hurdle from their parents. They told, no, we don't send our girls outside. Our girls don't need any technology. They're happy with that. I'm going to get her married. She will happy. So now I want to convince their parents how I can get happy. So all these 200 girls are invited. Then I'm talking to them. See, I want to teach you people and build some talented pool here. One girl gave me an idea. Sir, if I went to my parent and tell I'm technology, all those things, my parent never allow me. What I will do is I'll go to my parent and tell that there is a free computer class. Okay, someone is giving a free computer class. It's on Saturday only. So you allow me on the Saturday. That computer class will help me. If I get after marriage, for my kids, I can teach computer. So it will help me. See, I find this is called empowerment. See, empowerment is not like competing men and women. Like, it is about how you are convincing your parents, your in-laws, your husband, okay, to do what you want to do in your life. That is perfectly called empowerment. And every girl started following the same method. So they all went back and convinced. The parents told, okay, free computer class, Saturday off day of it. Okay. So I got all this girl. I started, there is a US competition and it's called Techno Innovation. So in this competition, I started mentoring all these girls. So the idea is solve your own community problem. I will help you on technology aspect. But you identify, go through the problem statement. So a lot of girls come to me with a different problem statement. One girl told me that, sir, I want to go to police station and give a complaint. But currently the traditional method, I can't go to police station. So is there any alternative way I can digitally go to the police station? This is the idea initially started. So we thought, okay, we will build an application-based solution where virtually you can raise a complaint, all those. And some other girls come up with that. There are a lot of burglary in my area. Like, yesterday also someone is, there is a thief, like, burglary, robbery happened in my area. So is there any way I can solve this problem? I told, yes, of course, you can use technology to geofence that particular area and we can solve the problem. So every girl's come up with a different problem statement. A 3-month process, I'm mentoring them. So what I do is, like, every Saturday, Sunday, I come to Madurai. I spend a whole week with these girls, make sure that they're able to understand technology and build a solution. Then this competition we applied. So my thought is at least applying for this competition will give some confidence to the girls. That is what my motivation. But what happened is when they announced the result, the top 10 team were actually these girls across the world. So entire Asia Pacific, the top 10 winner is from Madurai. So the team is so excited and they told, okay, all the girls come to San Francisco for the award ceremony. So now the thing is like they send all the process for visa, but the thing is none of them have a passport. So then the US team told, no worry, we will set up the event in Bangalore. So you bring the girls, you fly the girls to Bangalore. So this is the first time in their entire family they are flying. Okay, and they are getting an award. This was put it on all the medias and news everywhere. These girls are there. Actually, literally every Sunday newspaper, there is a project in the first page. It talk about the girls and how they did it. So it created a very positive vibration into the family. So I organized another local event with inviting their family and their relatives, because most of the parents told, I am okay, but my relative tell why you are sending your girls for outside or something. So I told, you invite everyone for the particular event. I will make all you present in front of them. So it's almost like 1,200 people gathered. Every girls are presenting. The mother who told, my daughter never talk outside. She was surprised to see she's talking in front of 1,000 people and everyone is clapping. That created a very positive vibration among the community, and it happened as a chain reaction. Now we almost mentor 1,000 plus girls every year, part of the program. So from there, I identified that security aspect, right? So the girl who come up with a police thing. So I went to the local commissioner and I explained. So he told me that, see, there is an application, but it is done by some company in north side. We are not getting support. So I told, sir, we know our problem better, sir, not from people from other side. So this girl has done something. You just see the demo, and if you are liking it, we can deploy it. So this is how the Madurai Kavalan app is started. It was used by 40,000 people in Madurai very actively, and now everyone complies digitally. And there's another feature we added in the application. It is called locked home monitoring. So whenever you go for so most of the robbery happens when you are go for a vacation, you are not in the home. So when you go outside using the application, you can geofence the home. So there is a patrol vehicle. When they come to your area, it will notify them, hey, there is a home where people went outside. So they can go and stick something to ensure that no robbery is happening throughout the 10-day vacation period. That completely reduced the robbery cases in Madurai. Okay, and this was like portrayed everywhere. Now in Tamil Nadu, they have something called Kavalan. The same application now available in entire Tamil Nadu, where like almost like 30 lakhs people are using that application. This one. So this is the thing, and the impact is good. We have a 3,000 girls developer community. Now company like HCL, Joho, everyone is like setting up an office, and COVID proved that why this model will work, because now everyone back to their hometown, and company realized that the talent pool thing. So that's a good impact we created. And my another thing, I'll show the device. You see this is a device I built. So my another main startup is it's a pregnancy startup I built. It's called Save Mom. So when my sister was pregnant, she had a couple of problems during that to do antenatal checkup. To solve the problem, I built a small prototype innovation which can monitor her health continuously and send the data to the backend portal. So this is a product I built for her. Now the same product, it's a big story. I may not have a time for that story. So the same product we have deployed into almost 70 tribal villages to monitor a pregnant mother. You can find it why this device is different. So this is a device. So when I initially designed like a gold color bracelet, like a bracelet watch I designed, I gave it to this pregnant mother in the village. And whatever data I get, it's very weird data. Sometimes it says 1 lakh steps in a day. And I was wondering why this pregnant mother is jogging every day. She's putting so much stress. So when I went to the village and found that the husband took the device. Okay, so whatever data we are collecting is actually husband data. That's why our algorithm get confused. When I asked this lady, she told me that another lady, she told me that, so this gold color bracelet looks very luxury. When I go outside with this device, people are staring at my wrist. So I'm very uncomfortable. So I'm not interested to wear this. Then all are like tribal people. They have something like Usi money, Pasi money, like this. in their neck and wrist. So I told them that if I design something, will you wear all the time? And that lady replied me that yes sir, because if you give something like this, I ensure my husband never take it from me. So that is why we have built this product. Almost 22,000 checkups we have done. The product is called Save Mom. It seemed like a Padman sir story, some inspiration. I was there convincing the family to deploy that. So the same product now we are using for a safety and security purpose, because when you are in an emergency, you don't have a time to open up your phone, unlock it, and then go inside, press the SOS. What naturally you do is you either shout or you do all those things. So we put a small microphone inside. So if you shout, help me, kapatanga, kapatanga, it can recognize your voice and it directly send a SOS to the nearest police. So this is the next level of innovation we are doing. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, great to hear, Senthil, a man who initiated to change the image of Mathura, and you are now hero of Mathura, Senthil. Nice to hear. Sunish sir, I know you have really limited time, but before that, I'll go to Helen, Ezgo, and come back. She's waiting for a long time. Helen, good morning. Warm welcome from India. How are you doing? Helen, can you hear me? Helen? Yeah, we can come back to Helen. Yeah, she was waiting there. Sunish sir, so as you told, Kerala, there's a good model in creating, women-friendly society in workspace and even in public. Among the projects of Gender Park supporting gender equality in Kerala, Shri Taxi is the first self-sustainable taxi service by women for women. That is one of the initiatives by Kerala government. You were also behind some of the initiatives like, Sandesh and all in Kerala. So how this system works in Kerala, including this Shri Taxi and other initiatives of Gender Park specifically talking?
Okay, see, well, Nisha, and my congrats to Senthil. First of all, I want to congratulate him as a government person. Actually, 10 years back, when we heard about the story of one girl brutally raped and killed in train with a handicapped person, I was really thinking of something like this to find and distribute all girls across Kerala. Actually, that thought become the project of comes to the project of Shri Taxi. Basically, we started thinking of a project like that.
मम्मी आलू के परांठे बना दो.
Yeah.
Yeah, please continue, sir.
Okay. Okay, so we are starting Shri Taxi project. It's owned and operated by women for women, and there are many taxi projects driven by women for women. But there is no taxis cabs at that time in India. It's owned by women. So by getting a real income for them, and of course at the same time, it's a real support for the women and girl community when they are allowed to travel across Kerala. And after 3 months, the model projects, 5 cabs becomes 50, and now it's almost around 75 to 100 across Kerala, because they are all getting a very standard income monthly, like 45,000 to 75,000, a very good income. And by that way, getting unconventional model of revenue and all that by that way. Okay. But the main impact is that this thing, can you hear me?
Yes, please, sir.
Okay. So the main interesting thing is that we cannot, the Shri Taxi open a job sector for women, because driving and transport is not at all a sector for women at that time in Kerala. But now, after Shri Taxi, the driving sector is open for women as a new job sector. So after that, the government take much initiative for women police, and the government allow them women drivers to government vehicles and offices like that. So that is the interesting thing. after effect after the Shri taxi. And the thing is that Shri Toilet, while I was the managing director of, Kerala State Women's Development Corporation, okay, we implemented Shri Toilet projects. Shri Toilet projects, at that time, one startup based in Technopark, they invented a electronic toilet system for all. But we converted that electronic toilet system into Shri Toilet by adding some facility and including the napkin vending machine, incinerator, and baby feeding support and all. And that becomes the very hit at that time. I mean, it's around 15 years back. Okay, so these are all some of the interesting projects, and now we are planning to launch a project called Well-Bees project, which is maybe the first and the biggest social initiative entrepreneurship in India, because we are trying to identify one girl from each panchayat across Kerala and to make them equip them with a backpack, which is for a primary health checkup and all. So that projects, once it is launched, the biggest will become the largest social enterprises network in the country. So that's what the project of Gender Park, and more than Shri empowerment, we moved to them. The government of Kerala, in one side, we are definitely achieving, addressing the women empowerment. But the next level, the gender equality and to reduce the gender gap, that's what we are focusing right now. Okay.
Okay, sir. Since we are discussing on this subject and misinformation, I think somebody in between using their mobile phones to showcase their visuals and photos, the technical team can block that images. We don't want them to be online. So, coming to the last question, to women hygiene, we don't give much importance to the basic facilities that includes, washrooms or restrooms for women or feeding mothers. Yes, we have few companies. Yes, Ganga is the best example for that. We have a few corporate companies who value that. It's a basic need. How can we develop that culture and take necessary solutions, specifically talking about the Kerala state?
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay. The toilet culture is still a corner culture across India, and especially even if it's in Kerala. So now the government is planning to, set up the public toilet system, both men and women, and operated by the local Kudumbashree units and all. By that way, we are trying to address that issue. And the toilets are everywhere, but the problem is that the proper maintenance. And if we put somebody from there, one serious, without any shirt, one guy is sitting there and collecting money and also our girls and women are hesitated to go inside and use the washroom. And that is the scenario we are seeing right now. So by thinking how to avoid that problem, we are encouraging more electronic automated toilet system. So by that way, even the Gender Park is planning to install electronic toilet system, both men and women. And with the electronic toilet system, we are planning to, introduce the local shops which selling snacks, tea, health drinks, something like that. So they can operate the toilet as well, and they can earn a very standard income out of that. So by that way, we are trying to address this issue across Kerala, Nisha.
Thank you so much, sir. And can you just tell a few words on the upcoming summit, February summit regarding
women actually summit? We are next week we probably announce the International Conference on Gender Equality version 2. That is, we are discussing gender in sustainable entrepreneurship and social business, because in Kerala is concerned, most of our girls, in other way, the 70% of our girls are, the graduates are girls, and 80% of the postgraduates are again girls. So after getting or after achieving all the graduation or post-graduation high qualification, but they are getting married and sit idle at home. So how to address this? So how to become more entrepreneur? How to become more revenue generation? So by addressing that, the Gender Park planning to host a conference to discuss about the sustainable entrepreneurship and social business, especially on a gender lens. So that's what we are planning to do right now. And the end of the conference, we are expecting a policy to women who are in sustainable entrepreneurship and social business. If that happens, that will be the first state to release a policy for gender in sustainable entrepreneurship and social business.
Thank you so much, sir. Let's welcome all the participants for that summit, and thank you so much for joining with our summit.
Thank you, thank you, Nisha, and I would like to congratulate Nisha and team SHRI and the participants like Senthil and the Padman and Ganga, Purnima, all. Okay, thank you so much and welcome for the ICG second edition. Okay, thank you. Jai.
Nisha, I have a question for Dr. Sunish. Can I?
Yes, yeah, please. Doctor, there's a question for you. Please join. Yeah, you can ask the question, please.
Doctor, I just wanted to know where you're incubating women entrepreneurs and you have an incubation cell. Is there any way that you also help them to become, to connect them to the government as a stakeholder and help them? The government becomes a first customer for those who are incubated, who are coming up with an innovation. Does the government play a part? Do they become the first stakeholder in the whole process? Because from there, it becomes easy for the entrepreneur and for the company to, move ahead. So does government play a part in that?
Hello, Sunish sir, are you there?
Mic is getting, okay, now it's okay. Now it's unmute. Yeah, of course, the government is creating a platform with infrastructure and facility and all. We are providing a platform. Those who are willing and coming to be a women entrepreneur and to develop and scale up their projects and programs as well. That will come in the part of International Women's Trade Center that will come in Calicut, the northern part of Kerala. Maybe you are aware.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. And we'll move on to the next session. Before that, we'll take a short break and we'll come back and continue the panel discussion. Please do join. We'll go for a short break now.
Shri Power Virtual Hackathon and Summit in association with US Department of State, Alumni Ties and World Learning. Title sponsor Swad Food Products.
ദിവസവും രാത്രി കഞ്ഞി വെച്ച് കുടിച്ചാലും മതി. ഒരു നേരെയെങ്കിലും നല്ലത് കഴിക്കാലോ.
കീടനാശിനി വിമുക്തമായ സ്വാദ് അടാട്ടുമട്ടയരി.
നല്ല ഭക്ഷണം തന്നെയാണ് നല്ല മരുന്ന്.
Execution partner Kerala Startup Mission, powered by channelim.com, supported by Gender Park, Carve Startup Labs and Geeks Up. Event support Green Media.
Yes, welcome back. So, Senthil, you have a mentoring network called Me to Mentor. How local women effectively make use of that platform, because mentoring it's a continuous process. We need a follow up. We need a focus oriented or result oriented work. How big is your team for that? How that system works? Hello, Senthil. Senthil, are you there? Can you hear me? Yeah, we'll come back to Senthil. Ganga, you told about the I love 9 months. We would like to know about your team. You told it's all women, and pregnant women love to hear this word. I love 9 months. Okay, so how was your journey as a woman entrepreneur? How this idea spark in your mind?
Nisha, you rightly said, I love 9 months. What we wanted was pregnancy is always seen as 9 months of stress, anxiety, fear. And we wanted to do something for women to feel comfortable, stay happy, stay healthy, and say that I love my 9 months. That was the whole thing. So when we were looking for name, it just came up in a discussion that I love 9 months. Why can't people say I love 9 months? And that's how the name just came up as I love 9 months, and that became the brand name for us. Our whole intention is to provide emotional and physical support. What we believe is how much of our technology is there. When it comes to maternity, the last mile human touch is what makes all the difference. So that is why we decided, as we are using technology to connect them to the experts, to the doctors, to all the key stakeholders in the ecosystem, but at the same time, we wanted somebody physically present there to give them that extra support. Like I was talking about postnatal depression, where people don't speak to their own family, but they are shared with us. So that was the whole concept. And we thought that it could only be a woman who would understand a woman, right? In this, we cannot have a male coming in. So what we do is we pick up women in the age group of anywhere from 30 to 45. And who have, for various reasons, we have heard now so many women sitting at home and not working, right? So there are some women who have left their jobs and they've not been able to get jobs. Some of them have just opted to just leave their jobs and sit home. So we wanted to bring out those kind of women who are not getting other jobs, help them, and to go and help another mother. So we train them, we skill them in areas of postpartum nutrition challenges, breastfeeding. Let me tell you, Nisha, we had a survey done and we see that the breastfeeding rates are going down. So why is the breastfeeding rates going down? Minor challenges which can actually be sorted out. You don't have an access to that kind of a help. So we decided that we'll take up those issues like breastfeeding challenges, baby care, how to take care of the baby, infection and hygiene and infection control. That can play such a vital role in reducing maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate. So we decided that we would train them, skill them, and place them at the mother's place so that they are supported physically and emotionally. And today we are looking at not just women from the lower strata, but also we are looking at urban women, those who have gone through pregnancy. Please come forward and help another mother, because you know what the other mother is going through. So that is what we are trying to create, Nisha, to help moms and
yes, that's really a great support to women, not only the pregnant women. That mental support is a great one during this post-pregnancy period. So Senthil, I was asking you a question regarding this Me Too mentor. You are effectively mentoring these local women, and as I said, it's like like a result oriented work. We need a continuous effort for that. So how is that system works, and how big is your team?
So initially I told I mentored my sister, and with her help I mentored a couple of girls. So it's a 200 girls program. So what basically we do is for them, see, this competition is one aspect. The competition is just to motivate the family. So give a confident level to the family. But what we want to do is, by doing this program, we want to create the girls has to trust themselves that I can do. So I'm not afraid, I can do this technology thing, because there is a perception always created technology belongs to men. Okay, it's a perception, it's 100% perception, but people don't understand that when we equally innovate, the product outcome will be better. Okay, so there's always the perception is created, okay, girls mean they always a non-technical activity, they are good in non-technical thing. So first I need to create the thought in every girl, hey, I can make maker stuff, I can build hardware, I can build software, I'm not limited to this one. So that is why the competition aspect we are doing. And once the program initially done, we use those girls who are benefited as the mentor for the follow-up year. So like this year, next year, January, we start the program. So we use all the previous year mentors to support us to mentor the next year set of people. And this year, we come up with a new idea. It's not only a girl, can we involve the family into the program? So instead of like a 3-girl team, what we thought is you can invite your mother, your aunt, okay, or any like, housewife kind of a people, and make a 6 to 9 member team. So you learn technology, but your family member, they may not be in a good technical people, but they can understand digital marketing. Okay, because even my mom know how to use WhatsApp very well. So I'm thinking, can I use her skill to use WhatsApp business for a small and medium enterprises? Okay, because small and medium enterprises, how they can use WhatsApp or Facebook to promote their product using this like people who are in a housewife. They say like, I'm not a technical person, but I can handle WhatsApp, I can handle Instagram. So how you can make it in a very commercial way. So this is another program we are designing. Of course, we work with Channel IM to scale it up in Kerala, all those regions. So this model, like, see, I am not the motivator. The girls are the motivator. And through that program, these girls got a good job and they're able to be self-sustained. They can spend their marriage expenses themselves. So this story is motivating the next generation of the girls to come and participate on this program.
Yes, but whatever we talk about technology is definitely the definition of startup is finding solutions for the real challenges in the society. But Senthil, one of the worst issues, even today, as I mentioned before, is the unhygienic situations that prevails in the public toilets. We don't bother about it much. We discuss it. We talk about technology. But do we have a permanent solution for that? It really causes major health issues. Apart from awareness, how can we find a global solution for this using a technology?
Yeah, see, I can recommend some kind of a solution. Like, it need to be built. See, one simple thing is when you go to the public toilet, the first what you feel is the bad smell. Okay, so why the bad smell coming? Because of the bacteria and fungi which is made. Okay, if the solution, once a person is using a toilet, if you take a home toilet, if a person is using a toilet, he ensure that he will properly cleaning with the water, all those things. Okay, in a public sector, you can't enforce the people use and go. When next people come, they feel like, oh, it is not good. Okay, can we make automate that process? Okay, not only simply a water thing. It should be like some kind of a chemical or something which should reduce the growth of those bacteria in an automatic way, or every iteration or frequent interval. That first step, it avoid the bad smell aspect of it. Okay, so this is a simple technical innovation where we can do. And another thing is like, see, education is one aspect, but end of the day, it's people has to react on it. So you can educate, you have to use toilet. This is the protocol, nice stickers you can mention, but are the people are using, that is where the technology come into the picture to automate all the process, bad smell, or like, to ensure that it is hygiene. So of course, technology has a very vital role on this kind of a problem statement.
Okay, Ganga, how can you add more onto that? Because we all expect such sustainable solutions from startups or enterprises, because it's a global issue.
Right, Nisha, like Senthil just said, my only concern is many places there's no water.
Yes.
See, the cleaning, the problem becomes when there is no water. There are a lot of toilets installed, and then they have tanks on top, and then they don't have water, right? So how is a person, can we have something like a sucking, like in and all what you have, right?
Yes.
Something that vacuum sucks out, or something, a technology that can come where there is no use of water and you can still keep the place clean. I would love to see somebody coming out with an innovation where we keep the toilets clean without water. Can we do that? Because in India, if you go a lot of places just outside the city, also when you move out, what happens is you will not, you'll find a lot of places where there is no water. So I would love to see a technology where It is vacuum, it's sucked out, and something like what works in aircrafts, So that's the kind of a thing. Like, Nisha, we also have this problem in breastfeeding pods, right? Uh, we manufacture breastfeeding pods for nursing mother in public places, and our initial model was with diaper change tables. And believe me, Nisha, when we presented this to many of the stakeholders, they said we don't want diaper change tables. Why? Because one mother changes the diaper. Suppose if she doesn't clean it, the next mother comes with a baby. You can imagine that lack of hygiene can do to the mother and the baby. And finally, we had to drop it because I couldn't find a way out how to clean the diaper change table. Because like Senthil said, how much ever education you write, we post it, we put information inside, unless the mother actually goes and cleans it, you cannot maintain the hygiene. Today, we have so many breastfeeding pods in Kochi Metro, we have in railway stations, but unfortunately, none of the breastfeeding pods have diaper change table. And that is what mothers are asking for, a safe place to breastfeed, at the same time, a place to change the diaper, and again, where do you dispose the diaper? So many of the stakeholders said, no, we don't want it because we don't have a method to dispose the diaper. So, when you come out with something like a breastfeeding pod, I'm stuck how to, have a breastfeeding, a nappy change table, how to, kind of dispose of the nappy. And then we come back to the traditional thing of just a breastfeeding pod with a place for mother to at least sit and breastfeed a baby safely. So I would like some technology where we don't need water and something that can just clean it by itself. Yes, that's the kind of innovation that I would love to see.
Yes, let's wait for that. And Senthil, we have put forward certain problem statements to this hackathon also. One is cybersecurity, reskilling, and as you told, this women hygiene solutions, technological solutions for this women hygiene. And it's happening on 20th. To the hackathon participants, what is your mentoring? You are a mentor and you're mentoring a lot of women and other entrepreneurs in Mathura. To the participants for this hackathon, what is your word to them?
Yeah, see, I always like the Padmans are Arunachalams are also mentioned that, see, you have to, when you solve a problem, okay, you have to talk to your customer. Okay, example, like, see, if I am solving a problem, I will talk to Ganga ma'am. Okay, see, tell me your problem, and I have to sit with her an hour to understand her pain point. Otherwise, I will put nice solution which never useful for her. Okay, so in a hackathon participant, I say like, you have chosen the problem. Before the hackathon, you try to find those customers and just have a few interaction with them to understand their feedback. Because most of these problem solving things, your problem and solution actually will be given by the customer itself. Customer says, I have this problem and I need the solution. See, he told me that, I need some way to automate it or I need to clear it. So as a technology person, I need to connect the dots. See, especially when you solve a problem in Indian context, there is a two thing. It should solve the problem. Second, it should be very cost effective.
Yes.
Okay. See, ma'am, I will tell why this air sucking method is not deployed in India is it's a very expensive solution. Okay. Even though it is not in the railway station and Airbus has patented the technology. Airbus is completely patented the technology. So no one can build a sucking machine in a toilet other than Airbus. So Boeing is paying huge money to Airbus just to license the technology. Okay, so in India, we can't use that same thing because we need to solve a problem in an Indian context and it should be very, very cost effective. That is possible by using a local resources. Okay, so you can think about you understand like one simple answer I'll tell here. See, when I want to do a clean wash, okay, my problem is where I find a water. Okay, I have a soap where I find a water in a public place. So people come up with a sanitizer, small box, put it in a small dot, then do. So what sanitizer has? It has an alcohol inside. So whatever 100 ml of water do, the small dot of sanitizer will do. So this kind of a solution, we need that innovation. It should be a chemical or something where once I used it, automatically it is sprayed there. Okay, and it is completely smell free, and so this kind of innovation is needed here. So I encourage the participant first to talk to your customer. Okay, try to get an answer from them. They will give a solution for you. Second, your solution should be cost effective. So try to use the local resources to solve the problem. That's a suggestion I'll give to the participant.
Okay, I think let's move on to Q&A sessions because it's almost at 12:50 now. So if anybody can ask questions to speakers, it's right open to everybody now. Anybody asking questions? Yeah, please.
Yes, I have a question. My name is Kavya. I am an activist in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. My question is to Sunil sir from the Gender Park. So I was interested to know more about the WISE, and I just checked out the website. So I don't see any place where somebody can apply into this program. So I would like to know more about that.
Yes, Kavya, sir, he left the meeting. I'll let you know the details. You can just connect to us offline. I'll just show you the number. 9400
Yeah.
816700.
9400
816700. You can just connect to this number. Okay, I'll share you the details.
816700.
Yes. Regarding the summit, right?
Not just a summit, I was also keen about the WISE program, Women in Sustainable Entrepreneurship.
Definitely. I'll just connect you. I'll connect to you so you can just give a call to this number. Thank you, Kavya.
Thanks a lot for this amazing thing, and I'm stopping so that others can ask.
Yeah, please.
So Nisha, we couldn't get Helen online.
I think there is some problem connecting with her. She was there, but I couldn't find her right now. And in between, there was some technical issues happened.
Right.
Okay.
So
the next question.
Just one thing I wanted to check. So to connect with Dr. Sunish, can I get back to you and get more details about, like Kavya was asking, more details about the Gender Park?
Yes, you can connect me, Ganga. Okay. I'll share you the details regarding the summit and regarding this Gender Park activities. I can help you.
Right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Can I get a chance?
Yeah, sure. Please. Who is that? Your name?
I'm Umar Salim from Dubai.
Yeah, please.
My question is to Ganga Raj, and second question to Senthil. Madam, you are speaking on the difficulties faced by the women community during this pregnancy stage, and also the depression stage during when they are. So we have come up with a device. We are working on a device, a system, which is acclaimed globally, and we are launching in India also in connection with all these state governments and central government. This is like the pregnancy is like the degradable organic kit where the women need not go to the public toilet during the pregnancy stage, because that time the hormones, there will be a manipulations of the hormones in the body. So immediately he will be affected to the infections, surrounding infections. As Senthil was saying, in this public toilet, every time it will be like, always the scenarios will be bad based on the multiple usages. So here we are giving a organic degradable kit which she can use in the car, in the vehicle, and urinate, and it solidifies. The content gets solidifies, and she can throw it out where soon she stops somewhere. This is one thing. Second thing, regarding the depression part, a psychosomatic disorder happens in the human brain, where we are working on a system to balance the dopamine and serotonin of the brain. Any brain, it may be a woman or a men. We are now talking here of women's sessions, or women empowerment. So I'm talking on that. So that chemical substance can be balanced, and it is also not have any ill effect, side effects. And the algorithm is developed by our platform, and we are collaborating with some Israeli companies and big time players. That also is coming into the market shortly in India through government sectors, ministries, etc., etc. So if you people guys are interested, you can chip into a short mail or send across a short mail. Then we can officially, the governments will be launching shortly, maybe in the new year.
Yeah, Ganga and Senthil, a quick answer to that question, please.
Sounds great, Umar. Let's connect on mail, and we'll see how we can collaborate. That sounds great. Especially the infection kit. I would definitely want to know more about it.
Wonderful.
Yes, let's connect.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So, is there any other question?
Yeah, Nisha, this is Neena here. If there are no questions, can I have?
Yeah, please, Neela, continue.
Thank you very much. First of all, thanking Senthil and Ganga for taking, going ahead with the initiative. That's great. Two things I have, Senthil. First, for you, the device what you all are creating for the pregnant lady, does it has any side effect of radiation or anything? Because this will be on our body 24 hours. Have you all taken that point for consideration as such? And second, Ganga, when the initiative is too good, like yours, what you're going to do ahead, how many such cases in a year you'll handle, and then you have an analysis where we are going on track or such? Do they really come up with their problem? Because I lost a friend, because of this post-depression suicide as such, where she was normal. So do they really come up and they talk to you all as such, due respect, but just share those points. And third is, Nisha, my thanksgiving to the person who was there before. I just forgot his name. The initiative of, transgender, marvelous, yes. Very, very, I can say, I don't think so any state has gone ahead than Kerala for this type of initiative. And it will be well perceived in summit, because they have taken for international summit as such. And we have seen the results also, how it is working in Kerala. Something like this we can carry out for various states as such, so just pass on our good feel factor for the person, please.
Yes. Sure, Neena. So Senthil, you can answer that and then come to Ganga, please.
So basically, our idea is when you wear a watch, this is not a smart watch, it's a very normal watch. It is powered by a small coin cell battery. It does not have any radiation. You just wear it and use it for an year. So same concept, same method, we designed it here. This has a small coin cell. See, your existing Fitbit or any device, it's continuously syncing to your application. That means it uses a Bluetooth to continuously send the data. But this device is not designed in that aspect. So what it will do is it has a sensor which collects the data and store it inside the device. Okay. Every 15 days, the health worker will visit their home with their tablet. There is a technology where it transmits this data through the near field communication. It transmits this data to the phone. Okay. This is how we are collecting their vital information in every 15 days. And another thing is the Bluetooth. We are all surrounded by cellular and Bluetooth waves. That's not that radiative. There are microwaves, which is a radiative and affects the health. So this is the base technology on this. So that is how we are ensuring that it's not continuously sending the data or synchronizing. So that aspect we solved it, because we want to ensure that these are tribal and rural women. They don't need to feel they're wearing a gadget, and it don't have a display also. I don't want to distract them with a display and seeing that they feel I'm wearing some gadget, always it's monitoring. So we have put that cultural aspect and the technology side also, we work on that part.
Yes, okay. Ganga, anything to add?
Yeah, hi Neena. Very sorry to hear about your friend, what you just mentioned. And I totally agree with you. It takes a lot of time and trust factor for them to actually share with us. But let me tell you, Neena, they do share. Once they get your trust and they start trusting you, they feel comfortable, they do share. And I'm very happy that we have helped many women in this. But at the same time, Neena, let me also share an incident where the lady shared with our Sahodri, and it became such a big problem that they discontinued our service. The husband got to know about it, the family got to know about it, and the question was, how can she share with an outsider and not with the family, though she has been trying her best to express her problems at home. So yes, Neena, we do come across a lot of hassles when it comes to postpartum, but we are on it and we are not giving it up. We are trying our best, and I think patience and perseverance is definitely working for us. But I do understand your point, yes. It's very difficult to get the trust, and once they trust you, they actually open up and share it with us.
Okay, so we'll move to the next question. Anybody else? Okay, so before winding up, Ganga, I would like to ask you a few thumb rules to the women entrepreneurs or startup founders who have gathered here. Most of them are, starting their own company. Most of them are, upcoming entrepreneurs. So being a woman entrepreneur, just give them a few thumb rules from your experience, from your entrepreneurial life.
Okay, so let's understand it's not a path of roses. First thing that you need to stand up for yourself. You cannot have an idea, sit on it and wait for somebody to come and help you. You need to take it forward. You need to stand for yourself. When it comes to your idea, how clear are you? That even Mr. Padman also shared that. The clarity and what you want to do. What is the purpose of that idea? Are you very clear with your idea? Because I strongly believe if you have clarity and if it is a genuine idea that's going to solve a problem, nothing can stop you. For women entrepreneurs, there are a lot of help. Let me just mention Kerala Startup Mission, KSIDC. They have come out with a lot of schemes to help women entrepreneurs, and please go out and seek help. Help is out there. It's up to you to decide and stand up for yourself. Kerala is a great place to become an entrepreneur, especially if you're a woman entrepreneur. There are a lot of schemes available. So just get out there and do it. Patience and perseverance. It will definitely get you where you want to, for sure.
Yes. Yeah, patience and perseverance. Two great thumb rules from Ganga Raj. Thank you so much. And we are coming to the end of this 3-day virtual Women Summit. Thank you all for making this Shri Power Summit a grand success. For the last 3 days, we have discussed the pressing issues like cybersecurity and misinformation, women reskilling, then security, hygiene, and women entrepreneurship. So we have been working for last 1 year for conceptualizing this Shri Power event and a virtual hackathon. So I express my gratitude to US State Department, World Learning, Alumni Ties, US Consulate General, US Consulate Chennai. So we are conducting a women hackathon to find sustainable and economic solutions for women issues. The final pitching is scheduled on this Sunday, that is on 20th December. The winners will get around 1 lakh cash prize along with mentoring and incubation support. Kerala Startup Mission is the execution partner for this hackathon. Swat Foods, the Gender Park, Kavlab Startups, Geeks Up, and Green Media. Thanks for supporting this event. Thank you all. And I would like to thank each one of who participated in this event. Also, KK Shailaja, Minister, Manoj Abraham, IPS, Judith Ravin, Consul General Chennai, Padman, Arunachalam, Muruganantham, Sadish Ashwin, Dr. Siji Govinath, N.S. Napinai Advocate, Dr. P.T. Mohammed Sunish, Dr. Saundari Rajesh, Amitabh Kumar, Senthil Kumar, Sharmala Sundaram, Ganga Raj, Helen, we couldn't connect her, but still she was there with in the morning time. Shri Srivastava, Manjulata Kalanidhi, and Anjana for supporting us for this event. And thank you all. ChannelIam.com is also an integral part of this event. Thanks to the whole team of Channel IAM, the social media team, the technical team, also my family, because it was a great, great effort. Thank to all participants for making this event a grand success. Thank you all.
Thank you, Nisha. And it was great to know you, Senthil. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will connect, ma'am.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll connect offline. Yes.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice day.
Shri Power Virtual Hackathon and Summit in association with US Department of State, Alumni Ties and World Learning. Title sponsor Swat Food Products.
ദിവസവും രാത്രി കഞ്ഞി വെച്ച് കുടിച്ചാലും മതി. ഇതിന് നേരെയെങ്കിലും നല്ലത് കഴിക്കാലോ.
കീടനാശിനി വിമുക്തമായ സ്വാദ് അടാട്ടുമട്ടയരി.
നല്ല ഭക്ഷണം തന്നെയാണ് നല്ല മരുന്ന്.
Execution partner Kerala Startup Mission. Powered by ChannelIam.com. Supported by Gender Park, Startup Labs and Geeks Up. Event support Green Media.